Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Something to Think About, an opportunity to ponder on what the Gospels tell us about Jesus and how it might influence and shape our own lives. I wonder if you're old enough to remember the Spice Girls in the 1990s when they sang these immortal words. Tell me what you want, what you really, really want. I suspect that lyric from the Spice Girls was at the heart of the question that Jesus puts to a blind man in our story from Mark's Gospel this morning. And our reading is from Mark chapter 10, verses 46 to 52, the healing of blind Bartimaeus. They came to Jericho. As he and his disciples and a large crowd were leaving Jericho, Bartimaeus, son of Timaeus, a blind beggar, was sitting by the roadside. When he heard that it was Jesus of Nazareth, he began to shout out and say, "Jesus, son of David, have mercy on me." Many sternly ordered him to be quiet, but he cried out even more loudly, "Son of David, have mercy on me." Jesus stood still and said, "Call him here." And they called the blind man, saying to him, "Take heart, get up, he is calling you." So, throwing off his cloak, he sprang up and came to Jesus. Then Jesus said to him, "What do you want me to do for you?" The blind man said to him, "My teacher, let me see again." Jesus said to him, "Go, your faith has made you well." Immediately he regained his sight and followed him on the way. So, Anthony encounters a genie, and the genie asks Anthony, "What is your first wish?" Anthony says, "Oh, I wish I was rich." "Okay, rich," says the genie. "What is your second wish?" Don't worry, I'm not giving the day job up anytime soon. But it does remind me that people sometimes treat Jesus like a genie, especially when he seems to ask really open-ended questions like, "What do you want me to do for you?" On one level, it sounds like Jesus could be a bit of a vending machine. Pop in a prayer at the top, and boom, out comes the answer. All very slick, all very easy, and unfortunately, just not the way life or God seems to work. So why does Jesus ask this question of a blind beggar called Bartimaeus in our story? We need to bear in mind that Bartimaeus was at the bottom of society's pecking order. He had no power, he had no status. It was doubtful whether he would be welcomed in the town at all. So he was left to beg on the outskirts of the town, picking up whatever scraps or coins that people threw at him. He had nothing left and nothing to lose. Now, Bartimaeus had probably heard about Jesus and the amazing things he was doing for people. And he's not about to let this opportunity pass by. So he shouts in order to get Jesus' attention. But people try to shut him up. But Bartimaeus is just not having anything of it. He keeps shouting until he catches Jesus' attention. So Jesus then asks Bartimaeus, what does he want? What does he really, really want? He asks this man who has nothing and has nothing left to lose, "What do you want me to do for you?" Now, Bartimaeus' deepest longing is to regain his sight, and Jesus, as a result, heals him. And the Bible uses this not just about a regaining of physical sight, but also as a symbol for gaining spiritual sight and understanding. So the question for us is, if, like Bartimaeus, we have everything stripped away, our security, our comfort, our dignity, and Jesus asks us, "What do you want me to do for you?" what would we say? Because it is when we cut through all the distractions of our lives, that we can begin to answer that question honestly, truthfully, and from the bottom of our hearts. Jesus says to you and me, what do you want me to do for you? I wonder what our answer is today. Have a good week and see you again soon.